Hi guys, join Stephen Q as we discuss trending topics that affect and pushes the narrative in our urban culture. Make us a part of it. Hi guys, join Stephen Q as we discuss trending topics that affect and pushes the narrative in our urban culture. Make us a part of it. Hi guys, join Faith and Q as we discuss trending topics that affect and pushes the narrative in our urban culture. Make us a part of your day.
Good evening, everyone. It has definitely been a long week for me, a long couple weeks. Me and Faith and myself have not been here. Just a lot going on. The weather is a little hot, but we're here.
Yes.
A little later, but Faith, what's going on?
I can't call it. How you been? I miss
Oh,
you.
yeah, I miss you too. I got a message. I always got a message about something. And I don't want to talk about the gist of this post that you made on Saturday. You was a little tipsy. We ain't got to talk about that. I just want to talk about the post in general because, like I told you, um, everything that you said in the post was legit. But it's like sometimes people don't understand what you go through to do what you do, and it's like, okay, you saying you supporting, but are you really supporting?
Yeah, I can't. Hear you that good, but I'm gonna turn your volume up so I can hear
Yeah,
you better.
it's up now.
Okay, that's better. Thank you. Okay, my post, it was from the heart. I was kind of furious. Because it's been going on for a while, and I feel like it didn't start until I started doing the podcast. Period. Yeah, and then I guess before it, I didn't even care if you like to share, but they know I'm trying to do stuff, and I was really talking to the ones that call me friend and family and say they love me. You know, I get more support from strangers, and that kind of bothers me. And the thing is not, even if you don't see it or share it, it's fine. But it's when they watch it. I got 500 views and 9 likes. So I had to address it. I took the post down. I got it out there. They saw it, those who that I was talking to. They read it. I got my point across. And, I recanted and just, I fixed my crown because I was in my feelings, and it took a lot for me to get there. And I was, and when I express myself, I express
Yeah,
myself.
and
So
that's what I had was trying to convey to you on the phone. It's like I understand, but one thing is to not get frustrated because you do it with a passion, a love, and this is something that you really enjoy doing. And yeah, you want your flowers here and there. You want to be rewarded for the work that you're putting in. But for some people, like I said, they don't see all the work that you're doing, the sacrifices in your personal life that you've made to deliver content each week. And it's like, damn, all you could do is just like, share it, and you viewing it, just hit the like button and allow, as we always say, allow the algorithm to promote what we're doing, allow the algorithm to work for me. And it's like, damn, that's all you have to do. That's the bare minimum that you can do, is to just like it, share it, and subscribe it. So I definitely understand exactly what you're saying. So what's up with your phone? What's going on with your phone tonight? Oh, hopefully Faith will join us back. What happens is that a lot of times when Faith uses her phone, for those that's viewing, Faith uses her phone, and what happens is she'll go live, and a person will call her, and unless she does her do not disturb and all that stuff, it'll automatically block. It'll automatically just jump over the screen or whatever. So just allow Faith for a second to come back, and here she comes.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry for calling
that's
you
what I
guys.
said. I said that. I said, if Faith don't put it on do not disturb, and somebody call her while we're doing the show, it'll just come right in and it block everything. There they go again. Hopefully she'll be back. like I said, yeah. Hopefully, Faith will be back with us in 1 second. Hold on, hold on, you guys. Just bear with us. Be a little patient. You know, there she goes. She'll be back with us in 1 second. Then we can start discussing some of the stuff we're gonna discuss. Remember, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, you guys. That's the best way to support. All right, you straight now? I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
No, no, it happens that way. They'll know you. They'll know you live and then call you, right?
Yeah, Dwight called me all day.
So we're gonna talk about one topic. I'm gonna play the video, and then we'll discuss the whole topic and what we think. All right?
Okay, but I don't see you.
You don't see me.
No, it's black.
I don't know what's going on, but I see you. We good side by side on the screen. All right.
All right, long as everybody else can see you.
All right.
To Chris in your acceptance speech. I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man. And this is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Kid, where you at?
I'm here. I'm here. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, because I feel as though Chris Rock was wrong. And so I don't think that he should have got slapped. But I think that he was wrong. I feel like if you was good friends with them, and you know she had a illness with her hair, and for you, and then I knew when he said to her, he was like, "I'm sorry, Jada, but he can't wait to the next." So why did you apologize before you said what you said about the next GI Jane? If it was just a joke, and it went, and you didn't think that it'll hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that, why would you lead it with an apology? You feel what I'm saying? So I don't feel sorry for his smack, and I don't feel sorry for him because he's a grown man and you don't let nobody slap you. I'm sorry. So Well, Jada got you by the balls, and you saw her face. You saw she didn't like it, her feelings was hurt, and you did what you thought you should do as a man, and you regret it and understand. But I think he should have stand on it. He should have stood on it. But I think he need to leave that woman alone. So
I'm gonna ask you a question. Because I heard it about 5 times. Um,
turn it up. What you say?
I heard it about 5 times. I heard
Yeah,
his apology about 5 times, right?
it was
This,
written. I could really
now
almost say his apology
his
before.
written apology was one thing, but to do the video apology is something else. 3 4 months later, um, Will sounds defeated in his apology.
Yeah, they took everything from
It,
him.
it, it seemed like he ain't got no fight in him. He seems like a defeated guy. I mean, you apologize. You reached out behind the scenes to apologize if you feel as though you was wrong, and just like in that video, which he actually uploaded on his YouTube page, he just
You know what
seemed
I wanted from this video? I was expecting him to express why he felt, how he felt at that time. His apology should have been, we've been in the tabloids. I've been, everybody been attacked in our relationship, and everything that going people make jokes about, the fear and all of that, like that, and you're my friend, so what we going through or whatever. I would have said that. I'm like, I apologize, I was wrong, but at that time, I had all these emotions. You're human, and I think he should have really expressed, why he reacted the way he acted. You know what I'm saying? And then when Jada didn't even have his back and would say, she could take care of herself and blah, blah, blah. Like, he just need to leave that woman alone. And I feel as though I was mad at everybody that, lashed out at him, like far as, taking things from him, losing his royalties and all that type of stuff. Come on now. Like, I think they pushed too deep. This man record been squeaky clean since he came out. He didn't never curse in none of his raps. He never did nothing foul or nothing. He's human. He's human. He reacted on his feelings about his wife. He going through a lot. He's human. He said he's sorry. Okay, what's the problem? Like, people be crucifying you for things, and they ain't no better.
yeah. I thought, like I said, I don't know. I didn't understand this video apology that much, and it seems like
It was
it
made.
seemed like he
He
just
was
let
made to
it seemed
apologize
like he
again.
just left a session. Like he just left a
Hmm.
counseling session, and the counselor was like, "Well, maybe it's time for you to apologize with a video." It just seemed, and the way he's talking, I don't know if a lot of people have ever heard Will Smith talks. He talks with so much conviction, and in this, he seems like he's very careful of certain words that he's using, and he's
Yeah,
talking
certain
real
things he
slow.
say, the way he
Yeah,
say it,
yeah,
apologizing to everybody.
yeah.
Like, even with him saying that about the brother, like, we close. The brother said it's on site. You know what I mean? The brother said it's on site. So, and then even with Chris Rock not even accepting an apology, like, I say this to make it even, let him get a slap back. We take it back to old school. Get your slap back.
But
I don't
one,
know.
but one, but one thing about an apology is we don't have no control over when we choose to accept someone's apology. That's the power that you
Yeah.
give
Long
somebody.
as he did what he had to do,
Yeah,
he ain't gotta keep apologizing. Did Chris Rock apologize and say, "Oh, I'd have had no"? He lied and said he had no idea. I know how you they friend and you're a celebrity as well. Don't know her condition. Why did you attack her head? If that was a white woman with cancer, just saying, like, her hair is out, and say he said he really didn't know, and he called the GI Jane, they would have barred him because he claimed he didn't know about her alopecia, but um it was offensive to her. It hurt her feelings. It hurt her husband's feelings. It was disrespectful. How do people, us regular people know about it and he don't? No, it was a joke that was meant to be said. That's why you apologize before you say what you said. I'm sorry, Jada. Why would you say sorry? You looking forward to G.I. Jane? That's not an insult unless you know it's an insult,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So
So he
ne-
deserved the slap.
next topic is your girl. I'm gonna play her video, and then we go discuss that. I mean, I thought it was
All right.
interesting. Like I said, Will, that's his situation. hopefully they won't be in the news as much going forward.
Off and I saw these retarded comments, so let me just respond. There were some good ones too, but we'll get to those after. So here's the first thing. My hair is cute. Here's the first issue, okay? Number one, it's not even like I'm a human being, so I get pissed off and I get ticked off, right? I'm an artist, so I am, as Erica said, I'm sensitive about my shit. The reality is, okay, is that my real beef is not only with Beyonce, because at the end of the day, she sampled a record. She's copied me before. She's done it before. So have many other artists. It's fine. I don't care about that. The issue is that not only are we female artists, okay, black female artists in an industry that there's not that many of us, right? We've met each other. We know each other. We have mutual friends. It's not hard. She can contact, right? Ash Nico, who's 20? She's a young white girl. She reached out when she freaking it's just common decency, right? It's common decency, especially because as so many of you pointed out, as though I don't know, but let me help you, okay? I know what I own and what I don't own. I also know the lies that were told. I also know the things that were stolen. Publishing was stolen. People were swindled out of rights. It happens all the time, especially back then. So it's not about me being mad about Beyonce. Everyone's like, you're all sheep. And I'm talking to the people who are obsessed and blind, just like, oh, like it's so dumb. It's so ignorant. It's so ignorant. She's one issue because it was stupid and disrespectful, and she should have at least reached out. But the real issue is the fact that the people like Pharrell and like Chad really is like an amoeba and just, he's spineless. It's a miracle he can keep his neck up. But Pharrell knows better. This is a direct hit at me. He does this stuff all the time. It's very petty. Very, very, very. And the reality is that it's frustrating. I have the right to be frustrated. Why? Because no one had the human decency to call and be like, yo, hey, would like to use your record. Which, by the way, the reason I'm annoyed is because I know it was on purpose. This is not like they were in the studio. No, this was an on purpose direct hit, which is very passive aggressive. It's very petty. It's very stupid. And I'm going to say what I have to say. I don't mince my words. So all of you Beyonce fans, knock yourselves out. I'm not mad like that. It's not about me being jealous of someone using my song. That's the dumbest, most ignorant thing I've ever heard. Like, grow up. I was not thinking about her or no one else. Not even on no shade. Just not thinking about living my greatest, best life, as I always do. So it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that from one artist to another, you should have the decency and the common sense and the courtesy to call, reach out, a manager, an agent, anybody just be like, yo, heads up, this is what we're thinking, this is what we're doing. Even if you're going to do it anyway. Just common decency. Like I said, it's happened before where people at least had the wherewithal to be like, yo, using your record, we understand that like Pharrell totally swindled you out of your stuff. Just want to give the respect because that's what you do, right? No, that's not what happened. So grow up, okay? I don't mince my words. I say exactly how I feel, when I feel it, how I feel it. I don't care who likes it or doesn't like it. It is what it is. These are facts. This is not opinion, okay? These are facts. Later.
Wow. So we know that Beyonce and Pharrell produced the album or her song. They used some of the lyrics or some of the beats from Milkshake, and Beyonce later took it out the song. Faith.
But I feel Khalees, but I'm also like, well, I see what she said to disrespect that because she said Pharrell stole that from her. So for you to use my stolen song without telling me, like, I really want to use it, like she said, we both in the industry. It's not hard to holler at me. So she felt like it was on purpose, and she had rights, And like she said, it's a compliment you want to use my music, especially Beyonce. So why would she be jealous? But she not getting no bread off of it. It's a problem.
I think that one of the things that we see in the music industry and celebrity in general is that a lot of times people be caping, and it's like a large portion of us we like the cape for Beyonce and Jay-Z instead of dealing with the reality is that um, Beyonce could have just called him like, "Look, girl," like, and this is something that I had heard from the other part that Khalees had did. She was like, people talk this sisterhood empowerment stuff, but then their actions be otherwise. And if you're gonna use somebody's stuff, just give them a courtesy, like, "Yo, I'm gonna use your stuff," because just like she said, and just like you said about the will thing, is that we're the common folk be knowing what goes on a lot of times. You know whose album is sampled. Definitely the musicians that got that ear, and you could tell from beats. What's
Hmm.
wrong? Definitely when they're alive, and even when they're dead, you go to their estate, you can find out, and it's easy. Just as we say, give somebody their flowers while they're alive, and be like, "Look, I'm gonna use your joint. You mind?" And it's crazy because a lot of people have always accused Beyonce of this type of stuff, and it is faith, like Kelly said, it is a passive aggressiveness. Like, you're using my stuff, and even I think it was more offensive of what she recently did by taking it down. Like,
Yeah, I think taking it down was like you ain't getting no bread. Like I don't need your song. You feel that way. You're not. Is a rat now. Like all Cleese wanted was some her cut, and she deserved it. And I at first I thought Beyonce didn't know, but watching the video, she's saying like she should know. You know who it is. You know what it is. And then with Beyonce, I love Beyonce. So the Beehive better get ahead because I love Beyonce to death. Okay, but we want to just keep it real. The same thing happened when she did the routine from the dance routine from these kids out in Africa, and she didn't have a clue. She didn't know, these things you should know. But after it happened once, you should make sure it never happened again.
and
You know what I'm
Pharrell and
saying?
Pharrell and Pharrell had, like Khalees said, she accused him of stealing her stuff. Pharrell had an issue before when he made "Be Happy" with Marvin Gaye's estate. Basically, they said they had used some of his stuff, and they never gave Marvin Gaye's estate their props. I mean, I know that the music industry, from what everybody say, it's a shady business. It happens, but at the end of the day, when y'all run in the same circles, and a lot of people don't, a lot of people try to equate success with money. Khalees doing her thing. Like, at the end of the day, she's still an artist. She still runs in those same circles. You could have gave her a
Yeah,
heads
she
up,
don't want
like,
for nothing. She may not have as
yeah,
much as Beyonce, but she don't want for nothing. It's nothing that she could want to buy and can't.
yeah,
So why would she be jealous? And
yeah. I
like she
thought that
said, why
was
would I
like,
be jealous of somebody using
yeah.
my
Then you and
song?
then you take it down. At least you should have said, like, made a statement like, "Look, I apologize. If it was an oversight on her part, but
She's saying this on purpose. And I had to think when I'm looking at it, because I'm like, it ain't that deep. You could have called Beyonce, yep, but no, Beyonce could have called her up at the end of the day. Or Beyonce could have gave a public apology. And if she wanted to lie to Shayna, or, I like you said, I think that Pharrell took it, like I would feel disrespected if we in this same type of business and somebody steals my chain. Everybody know this person stole my chain, and then you wear it. You disrespected me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I understand.
You know
And
it's
then Beyonce,
you
like,
know it's my chain
instead
when
of her, be like,
you know it's my chain when you put it on, right?
exactly. That's how Khalees feel. And so I ain't mad at her. But Beyonce was being shady. I love you, Beyonce. And if somebody tell you, I'll be happy because then y'all listen to us. But for real. But she was definitely wrong by taking it down to me. I think the best way to handle that was to give her a cut. Give her what her dues that would have been off of it. And that would have been that. That would have been so much love that she's getting paid off for something that was stolen from her that was hers. Not take it down like a slap in the face.
Yeah, I thought it was extra petty.
Yeah,
Well, this
Beyonce,
week,
we love you and you such a sweetheart. Don't let
you
pride get
sure?
there.
You sure she a sweetheart? That's just the image that they want people to think she a
Well,
sweetheart.
then
Like,
she can't mess up her image. We look at you as the a sweetheart and all of that, beautiful, sexy, strong. So don't prove us right. That's all.
hey, all right, all right. So
I
what else?
love
What else is
Beyonce.
going on, Faith?
What else we was it was a lot of stuff
What's going on?
last
What's
week.
going on in your neck of the woods down that way? Any craziness?
Only thing that's crazy out here, honestly, is the killings. The killings ain't stopping, and and everybody want to go down there and march down to Sesame Street and protest about them not getting a hug or a high five, which is very, you know, disrespectful. But we just don't go. Just don't go.
Beef.
I had
I know.
tickets. I
I know
had
this. I know this
my
might
whole
not be.
family was going.
I know this might not be popular. Fuck them kids.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna tell
listen,
you
no,
why.
but
Because stop
why?
going. Stop going. Like you
Yes,
know
that's
that
what I
you ain't
said.
want it. Like stop going.
Listen, Quentin, my whole family, my me and my chi grandbaby birthday, we was having her party there. Everybody bought their tickets. We got all our money back. We all got our money back. I thought they was gonna give us a problem, but they didn't. I'm not going to the protest with no signs. Oh, you didn't hug my child. We will never step foot in Sesame Street. My whole family, my kids, they kids, my brother kids, and hopefully nobody with brown skin. Just don't go. F them.
Yeah. If you
We
feel
don't
like
need
you
your
ain't
hug.
want
We don't
it,
need your high five.
yeah.
Enjoy your hot costume and go and get it.
And then I say F them kids because we do this to our kids. You know you want it. You know you're not being treated fairly. And you still continue to go to these type of places. I'm not saying that you know how it was back in the day where we made fun. If you couldn't afford to
Yeah.
go to theme parks or whatever, you made fun. And it might sound cruel that I would say F them kids, but it's like, yo, what's up to parents? Like I think a lot of times you know you ain't gonna be treated fairly. You're gonna take your kids through the trauma anyway and then sue. And you know what's gonna happen. They're gonna sue, they're gonna get a couple dollars, and it's gonna be under the rug and they're gonna continue doing business the way they do business. I just don't get it sometimes.
Yeah, I don't want to give nobody money that I know for a fact don't like me. That's all. I'm not looking for a lawsuit because I hope they do it to me. I hope they don't hurt my child. You taking it, traumatizing your child, making them feel, like somebody else is superior to them. Like, because like I said, when I was younger, I thought white people was better. I thought that, you can't have anything unless you're white. And that's not the case. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But when I was younger, I did. I would love being black. I didn't want to look white or anything like that. But I did like their privileges.
So this week on Sunday, we lost two iconic figures in the black community. Bill Russell, NBA champion 11 times over, player, coach. Um, you know, his activism during the civil rights movement was monumental. He went through a lot of stuff as a player, playing in Boston, and he's always stood firm. And he passed away, moved on, and
Oh, rest in peace.
we also lost actress Nichelle Nichols, who was actually the first, and from what I understand, the first black actress that had a major role in a show. Um, and it was Star Trek. So I have a clip of Nichelle Nichols when she met Dr. Martin Luther King, and it's very interesting in what she said. I'm gonna play it.
Taken to the dais and sat down. When the organizer came over and said, Miss Nichols, how are you? And blah, blah, blah. And he said, listen, there's someone here who said he is your biggest fan. And he's looking chirpy. And he said, and he's desperate to meet you. He really wants to meet you. So I said, certainly. And I stand up and turn, and I'm thinking, it's a Star Trek fan. He said, it's a Star Trek fan. I'm looking for a young man who's a Star Trek fan. I turn, and instead of fan, there's this face the world knows with this beautiful smile on it. And I remember thinking, whoever that fan is going to have to wait because Dr. Martin Luther King, my leader, is walking toward me, not 10 feet away, with a beautiful smile on his face. And then this man says, yes, Miss Nichols, I am that fan. I am your best fan, your greatest fan. And my family are your greatest fans. As a matter of fact, this is the only show on television that my wife, Coretta, and I will allow our little children to watch, to stay up and watch, because it's on past their bedtime. And I said, which was all that I was able to say, my mouth just opened and closed. He said, we admire you greatly, you know. And he said some more things, and the manner in which you've created this role has dignity and so forth. And he said, you know, and before he said, I said, Dr. King, thank you so much. And then I got the courage to say, and I really am going to miss my co-stars. And he said, what do you mean? Dead serious. What are you talking about? I said, well, I've had an off. He said, you cannot. And I said, well, I'm going to leave Star Trek because I'm going to say have an offer to star in I never got that far. I said, well, I'm leaving Star Trek. He said, you cannot. You cannot. And I felt like that little boy, Willis. What you talking about, Dr. King? But you know I didn't say that, no. But I was taken aback, and I didn't say anything. I just looked at him. He said, don't you understand what this man has achieved, is achieving or something? And I thought, deja vu all over again. I just looked at him. He said, for the first time on television, we will be seen as we should be seen every day, as intelligent, quality, beautiful people who can sing, dance, but who can go into space, who can be lawyers, who can be teachers, who can be professors, who are in this day, and yet you don't see it on television until now. And he went on, so many of the things, perhaps some of the things he said, but I could say nothing. I just stood there, realizing every word that he was saying was the truth.
And that,
I love it.
and that,
I love it.
it's interesting because I have read even more on the story when she met Dr. King, and she was on her way going back to Broadway, and she was upset with some of William Shatner, her co-host, who played Captain Kirk, some of his behavior because he was quote unquote the headline star, and to further the discussion is that her and Captain Kirk on the show, because she played Lieutenant Aurora, they were actually the first interracial kiss on screen
Oh,
when
wow.
he kissed her. So a lot of times, and I don't think that she ever minimized her role. She did not understand her role at the time until Dr. King explained, like, "Yo, you're an image that white America needs to see."
Supporting is needed,
And
is
yeah,
a blessing.
we sometimes don't realize like this stuff was 40, 50 years ago when these people played these roles. It wasn't like it was just yesterday. So I think that
Hmm.
even though she passed away the same day as Bill Russell, we need to honor her and realize the impact of people that have came before us who have paved the way. Because we see interracial relationships everywhere now. So
Yeah.
I think that
I'm not against it. I say love who you love. You know, I wish all the white people and black people get along and love one another,
Yeah.
But in reality, we know what it is, And I know all black people not the same, like all white people not the same. That's what everybody needs to accept, and let people love who they love.
That's
You
right.
know, all I want to do is be treated equal. That's it.
So with that, it's past
So
my bedtime, and
it's always
and
past your
so
bedtime.
let me tell
But
you
I wanted to say one
what did
thing
you eat
about
at
what she said.
Fridays?
Oh Lord, I had the I had the spinach dip. Then I ate
That
a little
spinach
bit
did be
of the.
rocking, don't it?
It was so good. And then I had the buffalo wing. No matter where I go, I gotta eat the boneless buffalo wings. That's my favorite. Like I love it
You
hot.
really go to stores and eat boneless?
Yeah, I get the boneless. Like any restaurant I eat, I want hot wings. I have to have it. Like that's just I don't know why, but I gotta chill because I gotta lose some weight.
So
But
so you said you
I
wanted to say
indulge in
something
it.
about something she said?
Oh no, just the part that I liked it when she said, like this is her leader. You know,
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine being in her shoes talking to Martin Luther King, and and I'm pretty sure who was older? Well,
Dr. King was only 39 when he got killed.
so she was younger than
She was
him.
younger.
Oh, okay, but yeah, it just was. I love the way she just called him her leader.
Yeah.
Because he did lead us. He sacrificed his life for us. You know, um, him and his family went through a lot for us, and we don't have that no more. Nobody's breaking their neck for us no more at all. Not we ain't breaking our necks for each other no more. So I liked that part when she said that.
That's right. And we will be back next week. We know we had taken a couple weeks off. I'll be a little crazy on Wednesdays, so I appreciate anybody that's viewing or reviewed the rebroadcast. Be a little patient with us. I'm gonna get back on the ball with being able to be available. I've been having some other stuff going on, so appreciate you guys. Remember, like, share, subscribe. What's going on this Friday, Faith? Well, he said, she said.
Well, I was having a guest, but they sick. So me and what you gonna do on the podcast when he says she's that podcast, we're gonna do open conversations. We're gonna have something juicy up there. Um, Monday, I'm help hosting a pool party at Barcode for my cousin. It's her birthday. Everybody is welcome. You don't have to get in the pool,
Where's
but you
Barcode
should.
at?
It's in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Yeah. So y'all come out and have some fun. It's a day party for those who are saying they gotta work on Tuesday. It's a day party. You leave when you want. Come out and have some fun. And that's about it.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. Until next Thursday. Next Thursday. Until next Wednesday.
Next
We'll
Wednesday.
see
Oh,
you
you
guys.
tired, baby?
Yeah, I'm a little tired. Until next Wednesday, remember, like, share, subscribe. Best way to support. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
The Poetry Corner.